Hi, welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. Today I have another unboxing for you, and this time it is a fine jewelry piece. So this is going to be from Bvlgari. This was a very special piece that I specifically searched for. I did look at other options, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. Then I'll share why I ultimately decided on this piece. But let me insert the unboxing footage first, and then I can get into more details.
So here is the Bvlgari unboxing. You can see they have very beautiful packaging with their Bvlgari ribbon. So this first thing is a just travel pouch that they provided. And then here is the item itself. It actually looks like a box of chocolates, I feel. So I wanted to take a quick video before I have to undo this beautiful ribbon that they tied for me. So this first box is like a cardboard box. And then inside you have the actual jewelry box. So we have that. And then once we open this, ta-da! These are the earrings that I purchased and had modified for my non-pierced ears. You can see the logo on top. Actually, I don't know what this star thing is. Is that the Bvlgari logo? This is in the rose gold color with the diamonds. And then once I take out, so it'll just slide out because I don't have the pierced section in. There you go. So they took out the post and then they added these, I guess, rubber or whatever this material is, this backing for me. And they were only able to do this because this particular design is on a hinge already. So you can see that hinge is right there. On the back, you can see it is engraved with Bvlgari on the top circle. And there's diamonds on the tail as well. Once I flip the hinge open, then I'm able to clip it onto my non-pierced ears.
So as you can see, these are the Bvlgari Serpentine Viper earrings in the rose gold, and I got it with the diamonds on the head and the tail only. They have a version that has no diamonds on it, and they have a version with diamonds over the entire thing, but this like semi-pave version has a total of 0.18 carats. So that's what it says on the receipt. And I do think the rose gold color looks a lot better with my skin tone. For some reason, I just feel like yellow gold, it doesn't make me look good. I think my skin is a little bit cool toned, so maybe that's why there's a little bit of a clash there. But that's how they look on the ears. That I don't have my ears pierced. So I needed to find a piece that the post could be removed or the company could remove it for me so that I could actually wear earrings. Now, I was specifically looking for an earring fine jewelry piece because I don't have a lot. Again, that's because I don't have my ears pierced, right? So there's no reason for me to have earrings. I do have, one or two pairs of other fine jewelry pieces that are clip-on earrings, but I wanted this piece to be very special. So I was like, I don't need another necklace. I don't need another ring. Something that is going to stand out in my collection is going to be an earring piece, but it's going to be very difficult for me to find one that is clip-on only. I decided that I was going to start looking for earrings, and from my previous visits to the store, I knew that Van Cleef and our pals are able to take the post out of their Alhambra earrings. So I definitely took a trip to Van Cleef and I tried on a few pieces that I thought I wanted. Originally, I was thinking about the gold guilloche vintage Alhambra earrings, but firstly, the store did not have any in stock, and they said that if I was actually going to order one, it would take, I think they said 6 months to a year, because that's just how often they make the guilloche pieces. Secondly, when I held up a guilloche necklace up to my ear, and I thought, it was gonna look amazing. It was gold and reflective, all the surfaces. I held it up to my ear and I thought it looked absolutely terrible. For some reason, it just didn't go with my skin or my hair or whatever. And I was like, this is not appealing. I guess the Van Cleef yellow gold just doesn't look right with my skin tone. So I was definitely like, no to that. And then I did try on a couple other vintage Alhambra options, such as the classic mother of pearl, as well as the red carnelian one. I did think the mother of pearl looked really great. To be 100% honest, and I think I'm going to offend a lot of people as I say this, I think that the vintage Alhambra mother of pearl collection is looking quite basic these days. It seems like the luxury starter pack, right? It's like Hermes Oran sandals, Van Cleef and Arpels Alhambra collection. And the price point for sure is not basic. Like, those earrings are so expensive, but I just see so many people with them that I'm like, is it actually special? I just feel like I would be another one of those people that you see with those same earrings, and I wouldn't feel special. That was just my thoughts. And so I continued to search, even though I did think that the mother of pearl earrings would be an option. My options were super limited because so many brands and stores, they don't provide clip-on options, right? Tiffany does not have any clip-on earrings. So many other stores and brands don't provide this service. It was really hard trying to research and find information on which companies and which brands would take the post out for. I cannot remember if I found this information online that Bvlgari does take out the post. Maybe someone asked a question on Reddit or something and I read it. But for sure, I went into the Bvlgari store and I had to ask them to confirm, like, hey, if I bought earrings from you guys, are you guys able to take the post out so I can wear it? And surprisingly, their answer was yes on some items. So they can't do this for all of their earrings. They can only do it for the earrings that have a hinge design. So because these earrings already had this hinge back post where the needle would go through, they could take out the needle and add this rubber thing so that I could wear it. But for a lot of their designs, which don't have this back hinge part, where there is literally just a post and then a separate back, they won't do this service. They will not take the post out. I think in store, I only saw this style and one other style that they could do this service for. My SA said that she actually did this service for another customer last year, so she was super confident that Bvlgari would be able to make this adjustment for me after I purchased it. So let's get into that service timeline a little bit more, because I did have to wait a long time to get these. So I purchased the earrings from the store on January 16th of this year. And my SA explained to me that the process now was that she would need to send the earrings to the US service center, which used to be in Florida, but now is in New York. New York would not be able to perform this service for me and take out the post. New York would then have to send it to Italy to take out the post. The service center in Italy would do this service and then send it back. So she estimated that it would take around 12 weeks. Now, this is the timeline that it actually took. I purchased it in middle of January. After 1 week, the earrings did arrive in New York. About a month later, in mid-February, the earrings arrived in Italy. And then about 5 weeks after that, at the end of March, the status on the earrings was that the repair was complete. So Italy had taken the post out. Finally, 1 week after that, it arrived back into my store for me to pick up. So in total, it was around 12 weeks. So my SA's estimate was accurate. I don't know why the process of shipping it to whatever has to be so complicated. It seems that the Italy service center was able to ship the earrings back directly to my store. So I don't know why it had to go to New York first on the way there. But I was just very, very happy that it stayed within the timeline. I get very paranoid that things are going to be delayed or things are going to be lost. So I did keep checking in every so often to be like, hey, what's the status on my earrings? What's the status on my earrings? And thankfully, they did arrive back perfect. To get into a few more details about the earrings, you can see that there's the head of the snake and then the tail of the snake. My essay did explain that they designed the earrings so that the head of the snake would be worn closer to your face. So that's how I have it on both sides. But I don't think it matters. And I think, in some cases, I might just want to flip them and wear the head of the snake on the outside. So that's how it looks with the sides swapped and the head of the snake on the outside of the ear. They are quite tight right now, so my ears definitely feel pinched, but my essay did say that it should kind of loosen up over time, or maybe that clear back post thing might get compressed over time maybe. So if any of you guys are in the same situation as me where you don't have your ears pierced and you would like to have these earrings, it is definitely possible, and it gives people like me hope that we can wear beautiful designs even without pierced ears. So if you've been following me on Instagram, you'll notice that I had been posting a lot of Bvlgari pictures lately, and that is because, I made this purchase and my essay was feeding me a lot of information about Bvlgari. So that is it. I love how it looks, especially against my dark hair, especially against like a dark shirt. I think it is just the right amount of sparkle with the few diamonds on the head and the tail of the snake there. And I'm super excited to be wearing these more. I'm obviously not an earring girl. I've never had the pleasure of wearing fun designs on my ears for a very long time, but these are just big enough and just sparkly enough to bring a little bit of attention without overwhelming, and I love them. So let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them for you. And thank you so much for spending your time with me and watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!